representing buyers in the sale of new homes and condominiums from Bakria. This is the learning manual. So, the solution: the Homeowner Protection Office and legislation. The Homeowner Protection Office, HPO, has many publications and education programs to assist consumers, builders, realtors, and associated professionals. Realtors may want to refer buyers interested in new homes to Buying a Home in British Columbia, a consumer protection guide, published by the HPO. This publication is available online, and you can Google it, and you can also order it through the HPO office. You can Google the phone number and phone them. The HPO is a branch of BC Housing, a provincial crown corporation under the Ministry of Energy and Mines. The HPO was established under the Homeowner Protection Act, or we call it the Act, which was passed on July 28, 1998, for the main purposes of Section 2A, to strengthen consumer protection for buyers of new homes, to improve the quality of residential construction, and to support research and education respecting residential construction in British Columbia. The HPO is responsible for licensing residential builders and building envelope renovators province-wide, administering owner-builder authorizations, and carrying out research and education which benefits the residential construction industry and consumers. What your buyer needs to know. Since the leaky condo problem was recognized, millions of dollars and countless hours have been invested to address this issue. A great deal of effort from industry stakeholders has been expended to put into place a program that ensures quality for buyers purchasing new homes built with permits after July 1st, 1999. An owner-built home may not be built to the same standards as a warranted home. The licensee and buyer should make sure to thoroughly investigate both the property and the builder prior to an unconditional commitment. All buyers are concerned with the long-term value and security of their investment. It is important for buyers' agents to be confident and skilled in the explanation of the problems that homes that use older construction techniques can experience. Explaining this issue and contrasting it with the benefits of buying a home built using current construction techniques, combined with the Compulsory Homeowner Protection Act 2-5-10-year home warranty insurance coverage, is vital to helping buyers make informed decisions. Builder licensing. What is required and what your buyer should know. The Homeowner Protection Office's licensing program is the key to improving both the quality of construction and future confidence in new homes and strata properties. Today, all builders who build homes for consumers must be registered and licensed. This brings competence and control to a previously unchecked system. Your buyer should be aware of what a licensed builder is and what a licensed builder has done to qualify for licensing. The following are key points. As of July 1st, 1999, all residential builders applying for building permits are required to be licensed by the Homeowner Protection Office and arrange for home warranty insurance. Owner builders are exempt from licensing. In order to obtain a building license, builders must prove that they are licensed and that the proposed new home is covered by a third-party home warranty insurance provider authorized by the Financial Institutions Commission, FICOM. FICOM data can be obtained through their website, ficom.gov.bc.ca. Excerpt from the FICOM website. Mandate. The Financial Institutions Commission. The Financial Institutions Commission, FICOM, is a regulatory agency of the Provincial Ministry of Finance. FICOM is responsible for administering 10 statutes that regulate the pension, financial services, and real estate sectors in British Columbia. The primary focus of this regulation is to ensure that institutions and pension plans in these sectors remain solvent. Market conduct requirements for these sectors are respected. Unsuitable individuals do not participate in financial service markets, and through the Credit Union Deposit Insurance Corporation, CUDIC, insure credit union deposits and non-equity shares. Responsibilities, insurance. Overview. The insurance department is responsible for the day-to-day regulation of private sector insurers operating in British Columbia. Things we do. Ensure that insurers are properly authorized. Supervise insurers and address solvency concerns with their operations. Address statutory market conduct issues. Maintain a timely and efficient registration system for insurers and captive insurance companies. Work with other jurisdictions to effectively deal with cross-jurisdictional regulatory problems. The Act also provides for building envelope renovator licensing and mandatory third-party home warranty insurance on building envelope renovations, which came into effect September 30th, 2000. When your builder considers purchasing a new home, when your buyer considers purchasing a new home or condominium from a licensed builder, they not only receive a 2-5-10-year home warranty insurance, but they also have the assurance that the warranty provider has already done some background checks. New home warranty. All warranties offered in BC adhere to the strict requirements of the Homeowner Protection Act, and therefore all offer the same terms. The 2-5-10-year home warranty insurance is a program that offers substantial comfort and long-term value to the homeowner. A buyer looking at new homes and condominiums should be provided with the details of these warranties at the beginning of the process. This is an important aspect of the new home transaction and should be reviewed by the realtor with all buyers. In most cases, the builder and associated sales team will have information packages on the warranty coverage for the buyer to review. Some highlights are new home warranties. As of July 1st, 1999, residential builders applying for building permits to construct new homes are required to provide third-party warranty insurance. Owner-built homes, purpose-built rental housing, multi-unit, single legal title, built for rental purposes, factory-built homes, hotels, motels, dormitories, care facilities, and float homes are all exempt from warranty requirements. In geographic areas where building permits are not required for new home construction, warranty insurance must be in place prior to the commencement of construction. Minimum coverage and standards for home warranty contracts are now set by regulation rather than by warranty providers. Minimum coverage includes 2 years on labor and materials, 5 years on the building envelope, and 10 years on the structure of the home. The 2-year labor and materials coverage is broken down as follows. Any defect in material and labor, 12 months on detached homes and on non-common property in strata units, includes fee simple homes, 15 months on common property of strata buildings. Defects in materials and labor related to the delivery and distribution systems, electrical, plumbing, heating, ventilation, air conditioning, 24 months for all buildings. At the request of the owner, a dispute with the warranty provider can be handled through mandatory third-party mediation. Commencement dates on home warranty insurance are custom homes, date of first occupancy or date of first occupancy permit, whichever transpires first. Spec homes, date of first occupancy or date of transfer of legal title to first owner, whichever transpires first. Strata units, earliest of date of first occupancy or date of transfer of legal title to first owner. Common property, earliest of date of first unit occupancy in strata building or date of transfer of legal title to first owner in building. There are limits on the coverage of claims. This is an important point in the sales process and often overlooked. As a result of some astonishingly high sales values on many new products in BC, the buyer must know these limits on coverage. Fee simple, primarily detached dwelling units. The lesser of the first owner's purchase price or $200,000. Strata homes. Strata unit, lesser of the first owner's purchase price or $100,000. Common property, the lesser of $100,000 times the number of dwelling units in the building or $2.5 million per building. The Homeowner Protection Act regulations specify what the home warranty insurance companies can exclude from their policies. General exclusions can include landscaping, non-residential detached structures. However, parking structures and recreational and amenity facilities in multi-unit buildings are covered. Commercial use areas. Today we see many buildings mixing commercial on the main floors of buildings and residential units above. In addition, live work units with various zones and uses need to be reviewed and understood on an individual basis. Roads, curbs, and lanes, however, driveways are covered. Site grading and surface drainage. The operation of municipal services, septic tanks and fields, and water quality and quantity. Defect-related exclusions include normal wear and tear, normal shrinkage of materials from construction, use of new home for non-residential purposes, materials, labor, and design supplied by the owner, damage caused by anyone other than the residential builder, damage caused by insects or rodents, failure of an owner to minimize damage, and acts of nature. Owner-built homes and their sale to the public. Owner-built homes. In this section, it must be pointed out that an owner-built home may exceed in many ways the craftsmanship and quality of a spec-built home. Care needs to be taken to ensure the buyer understands what they are buying and the associated realities of collecting in the cases of deficiency. An owner-builder is a person who builds a single detached home for their own personal use, not more than once in any 18-month period. An owner-builder does not have to be licensed or provide third-party warranty insurance on their home. An owner-builder authorization form must be filled out when applying for a building permit. To obtain this notice, should the original copy be misplaced, it can be found at the local governing office where building permits are issued. Should owner-builders want to sell their homes within the first 10 years after first occupancy, the owner could face legal action and is personally liable to subsequent buyers for defects in the home. Owner-builders must also provide the buyer with a copy of a disclosure notice obtained from the Homeowner Protection Office. Buyers of owner-built homes are protected by the statutory protection provisions of the Act, which requires all new owner-built homes to be reasonably fit for habitation, built from materials of good quality and designed and constructed with ordinary competence, skill, and care. The owner-builder must build and directly manage the construction of the new home. Otherwise, it is not an owner-built home. If the owner-builder does not build and manage the construction of the new home as required, and instead hires a builder, construction manager, project manager, or any third party to perform these functions, both the owner-builder and the hired builder, construction manager, builder, could face prosecution for offenses under the Homeowner Protection Act. Every person who knowingly furnishes false information on an owner-builder authorization form fails to file a declaration with the building department or the HPO, or illegally acts as an owner-builder, has committed an offense under the Homeowner Protection Act and is liable, upon conviction, to a fine of up to $25,000, imprisonment for a term of up to 1 year, or both. Definitions associated with owner-builders. The following are defined under the Homeowner Protection Act regulations. Developer means a residential builder that sells the residential builder's ownership in a new home, and includes a vendor that contracts with a general contractor for the construction of a new home. General contractor means a residential builder that is engaged under contract by an owner, developer, or vendor to perform or cause to be performed all or substantially all of the construction of a new home, and includes a construction manager and project manager. Owner-builder means an individual who, A, for personal use, builds or undertakes the renovation of a detached, self-contained dwelling unit or any building or portion of a building of a class prescribed by the regulations, and B, has not, within the previous 18 months, built or undertaken the renovation of a dwelling unit or building referred to in paragraph A. Residential builder means a person who engages in, arranges for, or manages all or substantially all of the construction of a new home, or agrees to do any of those things, and includes a developer and a general contractor. In the area of owner-built homes, the licensee must exhibit extra care and attention to ensure that their buyer is aware of all aspects of the risks associated with the purchase of an owner-built home. An owner-built home can provide all the comfort and long-term value of a warranty-covered home, provided the proper checks and balances exist. One of the keys to ensuring your buyer can assess an owner-built home is for the buyer's agent to ensure that both a professional inspection and background check on the owner-builder is completed. Immense liability hangs over the head of a licensee who has sold a buyer an owner-built home without ensuring the buyer has carefully reviewed and understands the answers to the following questions. 1. Is there a 10-year defect liability, and does the buyer have the methods and ability to collect in the event of defects? 2. Has a careful review of a professional building inspection report been provided by an independent individual retained by the buyer? 3. Has a careful review been done of the owner-builder's background? The issue here is, does the owner-builder have the capacity financially to stand behind the 10-year defect liability, and is there a realistic chance of success in a subsequent buyer collecting on defect liability? 4. Is a copy of the owner-builder authorization form attached to the contract of purchase and sale? This form should be completed, and the buyer should initial acknowledgement of understanding on the document. Note: a copy of the HPO information publication information bulletin for owner builders is included in Appendix A. The following clause from the Professional Standards Manual, PSM, is suggested for the sale of owner-built homes and for any subsequent sales within the 10-year construction period. Receipt of owner-builder disclosure notice clause. The buyer acknowledges having received a copy of the owner-builder declaration and disclosure notice dated, whatever the date is, prior to making this offer, in accordance with the Homeowner Protection Act and regulations. This condition is for the sole benefit of the buyer. Understanding companies providing home warranty. A list of providers of home warranty products is provided by the Homeowner Protection Office. While there is more than one company offering home warranty insurance, the coverage and protection is the same to the consumer. This is due to the fact that the coverage offered is mandatory under the Act. To get a copy of insurers who are active with the HPO, you can visit www.hpo.bc.ca/home-warranty-insurers. Prohibition on sales and offers to sell. Section 20.1. 1. Subject to subsection 2. An owner-builder must not sell or offer to sell a new home, A, while the new home is being constructed, or B, within the prescribed period of time after the new home has been built, unless the registrar permits the sale or offer under subsection 2. 2. On application to the registrar, an owner-builder may be permitted to sell or offer for sale a new home despite the requirements of subsection 1 if A, the registrar is satisfied that the person would suffer undue hardship if the permission is not granted, and B, the person pays the prescribed fee. 3. The registrar may impose conditions on a permission granted under subsection 2. Statutory protections, section 23. 1. A residential builder or an owner builder and a vendor of a new home are both deemed to have agreed with the owner of the new home to the extent of labor, materials, and design supplied, used, or arranged by the residential builder, owner, builder, or vendor, that the new home, except to the extent prescribed by regulation, A, is free from defects in materials and labor and will remain so for a period of at least 2 years after. 1. The date an occupancy permit with respect to the new home was first issued, or 2. If no occupancy permit has been issued with respect to the new home, the date the new home was first occupied. B. Is free from defects in the building envelope, including defects resulting in water penetration, and will remain so for a period of at least 5 years after. And Roman numeral 1 here is under B. The date and occupancy, let me go back to B here, is free from defects in the building envelope, including defects resulting in water penetration, and will remain so for a period of at least 5 years after. 1. The date an occupancy permit with respect to the new home was first issued, or 2. If no occupancy permit has been issued with respect to the new home, the date the new home was first occupied. And C. Is free from structural defects and will remain so for a period of at least 10 years after. 1. The date an occupancy permit with respect to the new home was first issued, or 2. If no occupancy permit has been issued with respect to the new home, the date the new home was first occupied. 2. Any term of an agreement that purports to waive, exclude, limit, or qualify the protection under subsection 1 is of no effect. 3. The protection under subsection 1 is for the benefit of whoever is the owner of the new home from time to time until the end of the period within which an action may be brought under subsection 5, and that owner is deemed A, to have given good consideration for the benefit of the protection, and B, to be the only person entitled to recover damages for a breach of the protection. 4. Despite subsection 3, if the ownership of the new home changes during the course of an action for breach of the protection under subsection 1, the new owner is entitled to be substituted as plaintiff and to enforce all rights that the former owner could have enforced. 5. An action in respect of the protection under subsection 1 must be commenced within 10 years after the date of first occupancy of the new home, or in respect of common property, common facilities, and other assets of a strata corporation, the date the strata plan is deposited in a land title office in accordance with the Strata Property Act. 6. Nothing in this section A excludes, qualifies, or limits any other term, express or implied. B, relieves any person of liability to which they would otherwise be subject. Or C, subjects a municipality or regional district or treaty First Nation to any greater liability than if this section were not in force. 7. This section does not apply to a new home covered by home